Hello, and welcome to another tutorial with Zenphi. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be going over two of our newest actions that are going to help be able to automate the process of adding users to a Google Chat space and then sending a message in this created space to be able to notify users. So for this example, we're going to be implementing these two actions in a very simple onboarding flow. That way, whenever someone is onboarded, we can easily add them to our employee space and be able to notify the entire team that there's someone new onboarding soon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to set up your trigger. In Zenphi, the trigger is the action that starts your flow. There's different triggers that you can choose from. For this example, we're using the Zenphi form trigger. This means it's going to start the flow whenever a form response is submitted. So all you have to do is select the form trigger, and then you're going to configure and add as many questions as you want. Ideally, for this example, we would have someone from HR, for example, filling in the information for the user. That way we're able to create their account easily. Now, to be able to actually create the account for the user, we want to make sure that we create a safe password first. Zenphi makes it really easy because we have a create password action. So all you have to do is select the create password action. You can select the minimum and maximum length, and then if you want to include uppercase numbers, special characters, etc. And to be able to create their account, it's as easy as selecting the create user action. All you have to do is set up your connection to Google Directory. What this is going to do is grant Zenphi permission to be able to create the account. So you're going to create a new connection by clicking on the plus icon. Make sure you click on authorize. This connection can be private or shared. And then make sure to insert the information in each one of these spaces. This information can either come from previous steps or from the form. So if you want to enter information, all you have to do is click on the chain icon here. And then you're going to be able to access the information from the form, but also from the previous steps. And now to be able to add the user to the Google Chat space, we're going to use the add space member action. Once again, set up your connection to Google Chat. Here in space, you can select from the drop-down if you've already created the space. If you haven't yet, we also have a create space action. Here in member, we want to make sure that we add the account that was just created. So using the token picker, we can select their email from the create user action, user primary email. And here in type, you can select if it's going to be a user or a group. And then lastly, you can assign a role to the user, whether that be a member role or a manager role. You can look at the difference by looking at the question mark icon here. And now last but not least, we want to make sure that we notify the team that we have a new member joining. So all we have to do is post the message. This is the post message action also for Google Chat. So once you set up your connection, here you can select if you want to send the message to a specific space or to a user using a direct message. So all you have to do is add the space ID, which you can get from the previous action. As you can see here, you'll see it as a suggestion. Here you can add the tags, you can even add attachments, and feel free to use the token picker to make it customized. So here we're making sure that we add their first and last name so that everyone can say welcome aboard. And like mentioned previously, these aren't the only actions for Google Chat that we have implemented recently. We also have the create space action, which I remembered you can also delete space members if you want to delete someone, for example, during your offboarding. And you can also generate a list of spaces that you have already. And that would be everything. Make sure you check out the description box where you can find a link to be able to sign up for a free demo meeting with our team. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.